What if I told you that Edgar Cayce, the most thoroughly documented psychic in America, uncovered a distinct link between the energy of Capricorn and the unlocking of hidden wealth, extending far beyond the common understanding of money manifestation? Throughout his impressive tally of over 14,000 recorded readings conducted in Virginia Beach, Cayce found something extraordinary regarding how specific astrological influences, especially Capricorn, can awaken latent abilities within us to draw in abundance in seemingly miraculous ways. Before we delve into these transformative insights from the Akashic Records, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The knowledge we're about to examine from Cayce's documented experiences has genuinely altered people's perceptions of wealth and success. Please share in the comments any unusual dreams you've had related to money or achievement. You could be taken aback by the true significance of Cayce's interpretations. What you'll find astonishing about his discoveries is that, in numerous readings, he repeatedly showed that Capricorn energy transcends the usual notions of diligent effort and self-discipline commonly taught by astrology experts. Rather, Cayce found during his psychic sessions that Capricorn embodies a much deeper, mystical essence. It serves as a cosmic key that reveals what he referred to as the material manifestation chamber hidden in our subconscious. However, there's something even more astonishing that Cayce disclosed regarding dreams and wealth, which will alter your entire perspective on money manifestation. In a documented session from 1772, presented to a businessman facing financial difficulties in 1938, Cayce delivered a remark that astonished his stenographer, Gladys Davis. He asserted that when the energy of Capricorn aligns with particular dream symbols, it forms what he referred to as a prosperity portal within the unconscious mind. This businessman had been experiencing repeated dreams of ascending mountains and discovering gold coins at the peak. While many might regard this as mere fantasy, Cayce interpreted it in an entirely different light. Cayce explained to the man that his aspirations linked to Capricorn were, in fact, his spirit expressing itself through the Akashic Records, revealing the precise actions required for him to achieve abundance. The mountain symbolized the rigorous ascent toward success, while the gold coins were not merely symbolic. They represented tangible instructions from his higher self regarding a business opportunity expected to emerge in 3 months. This is where things become truly fascinating, and I will soon provide you with documented evidence that will alter your perspective on dream interpretation. The businessman adhered to Cayce's insights about unraveling the meaning of his Capricorn-themed dreams. In a span of just 2 months, he stumbled upon a mining investment that appeared to align perfectly with his aspirations. Defying traditional advice but adhering to the guidance of his dreams, he made the investment. By the end of the year, this decision yielded more than an 800% return, liberating him from his financial difficulties. This was not a singular incident. The files maintained by Cayce at the Research and Enlightenment Association documented numerous similar cases where the symbolism of Capricorn dreams resulted in real wealth creation. However, Cayce disclosed something that shifts the entire perspective on consciousness and the attraction of wealth. In session 254.68, one of his most insightful discussions regarding astrological impacts on prosperity, he elaborated on how Capricorn energy forges a distinctive connection between the material and spiritual realms. He noted that individuals with strong Capricorn traits, either due to their birth or particular life phases, possess the capacity to receive what he termed as prosperity downloads during their dreams. Picture it like this. Envision your subconscious mind as a radio receiver. With Capricorn energy adjusting it, to capture specific frequencies from the Akashic records that pertain to material achievement and financial growth. Many individuals' mental receivers are clouded with static generated by fear, uncertainty, and restrictive beliefs surrounding finances. However, when fully embraced and activated, Capricorn energy can dissipate that static. You may be curious about how this process unfolds in real life, and that's where Cayce's surprising insight comes into play. Cayce uncovered that those influenced by Capricorn typically encounter three distinct kinds of dreams related to prosperity. The first category includes themes of climbing or rising, whether it be mountains, staircases, ladders, or structures. In the readings by Cayce, these dreams shouldn't be seen in the typical light of struggle or hardship. Rather, they illustrate the soul guiding you towards the precise route for improving your financial circumstances. The second category pertains to discovering concealed items, such as keys, coins, jewelry, or treasures. Cayce disclosed that these should not be viewed as mere symbols. They actually represent psychic insights into opportunities available in your future, which you can access via the Akashic records. The third category, noted as the most impactful in Cayce's writings, involves interactions with powerful individuals like kings, presidents, CEOs, or other achievers. In reading 1651, Cayce elaborated that the figures encountered in dreams are, in fact, advanced souls from the spiritual domain, offering direct insights on generating wealth. However, there's a unique method that Cayce introduced for activating these wealth dreams, which many are unaware of. In a private reading conducted in 1941, referenced as reading 2072-10, Cayce disclosed what he termed the Capricorn Wealth Activation Method. This technique was not shared publicly, yet it remains archived in the ARE records. It consists of a specific meditation practice to be carried out during the new moon, along with particular affirmations that sync your consciousness with the manifestation energy of Capricorn. Here's the astonishing part, and I can present documented cases that demonstrate this technique's effectiveness. In 1943, a woman from Virginia Beach named Sarah Thompson sought guidance from Cayce. As a war widow with 3 children, she faced financial difficulties. Cayce informed her that her Capricorn moon position gave her a heightened sensitivity to manifesting wealth through dreams, but she had to consciously trigger this potential. Adhering to Cayce's advice, Sarah started experiencing vivid dreams about launching a catering business within 6 weeks. The visions were remarkably vivid, featuring precise recipes, names of clients, and even the specific sites where she was meant to work. While many would have considered these simply a product of imagination, Sarah had come to place her faith in the Akashic guidance that Cayce had shown her how to tap into. She began modestly, adhering strictly to the instructions from her dreams. In just a year, her catering enterprise flourished to such an extent that she could purchase a home and pay for her 3 children's college education. Eventually, the business evolved into one of the most successful catering companies in Virginia Beach, thriving for more than 3 decades. This alters our entire perspective on the connection between astrology, dreams, and the creation of wealth. Cayce shared insights regarding why this operates in such a revealing way that will challenge your understanding of consciousness itself. In his most significant interpretation of this subject, marked as number 3744, Cayce described how Capricorn energy forms what he referred to as temporal bridges in consciousness. These bridges enable our present awareness to link with potential future timelines in which we have already attained the wealth and success we seek. When we dream while under the influence of Capricorn, we are not merely daydreaming or wishing. We are, in fact, sensing psychic glimpses of our own triumphant future paths. As Cayce suggests, The crucial aspect is to identify these previews and then act in the physical realm based on what they indicate. Consider this for a moment. Every achiever throughout history has recounted having a vision or dream of their success prior to it materializing in reality. What if this occurrence is not merely by chance, but rather how consciousness functions when it is harmonized with cosmic energies, such as the influence of Capricorn? Cayce expanded upon this insight in his studies concerning past lives and patterns of wealth. In recorded instances, such as his analysis from 1968, he uncovered that individuals frequently possess wealth-generating skills inherited from previous lives, although these skills often lie dormant until triggered by particular astrological factors. Capricorn, known for its association with mastery and financial success, frequently acts as the cosmic catalyst that awakens these latent abilities. A particularly intriguing example featured a man who had thrived as a prosperous merchant in ancient Egypt during a previous existence. In his present life, however, he faced financial difficulties, despite his high intelligence and strong work ethic. Through his extensive reading, Cayce uncovered that the skills this individual possessed for generating wealth in his former life were stored in his subconscious, awaiting reactivation through dream work influenced by Capricorn. Taking Cayce's advice to heart, this man started having dreams that transported him back to ancient Egypt, where he witnessed his past self engaging in prosperous business dealings. Rather than viewing these experiences as mere fantasies, he chose to analyze the business tactics utilized by his former self. By incorporating these timeless principles into contemporary business practices, he established a trading firm that achieved remarkable success. This pattern recurs in numerous documented instances found in Cayce's archives. The energy of Capricorn not only affects our conscious thoughts, but also awakens hidden memories and skills that are kept in what Cayce referred to as the soul memory banks. These recollections hold blueprints for achievement that we've created throughout numerous lifetimes. Dreams serve as a means through which this age-old knowledge comes to our conscious awareness. However, there is a particular method to ready yourself to embrace these wealth-activating dreams, which Cayce shared exclusively with his most committed students. This process encompasses what Cayce termed conscious sleep preparation. Prior to retiring for the night, you harmonize your thoughts with the energy of Capricorn by utilizing targeted visualizations and affirmations. Following this, you invite your higher self to unveil, through your dreams, the forthcoming steps that will assist in bringing abundance into your present circumstances. Cayce highlighted that this practice is not about pressuring or insisting on wealth from the universe. Rather, it focuses on preparing yourself to accept guidance from your own essence regarding the prosperity that is already accessible to you, though it may not be apparent to your conscious awareness. The recorded outcomes of individuals who have persistently adopted this methodology are truly astonishing. Take into account the situation outlined in reading 21.61, where a young individual from Kentucky benefited from comprehensive business insights via dreams influenced by Capricorn. These visions depicted him inventing a unique product that was not yet available in the market. By strictly adhering to the guidance provided by his dreams, he successfully developed and patented this item, laying the groundwork for a multi-million-dollar enterprise that continues to thrive today. What elevates this story even further is Cayce's exposition of the underlying spiritual principle involved. In reading 574914, one of his most in-depth sessions regarding consciousness and manifestation, Cayce clarified that wealth is not something we draw from external sources. Rather than being a tangible asset, wealth is something that we recall. We hold on to our essential link to the abundance that resides in the spiritual dimension and strive to manifest that link in our physical reality. The energy of Capricorn acts as a celestial reminder, awakening our awareness of this intrinsic abundance through the symbolic narratives of our dreams. When treasures appear in our dreams, it isn't about discovering them externally. It's about recalling aspects of our own spiritual essence. This insight alters our entire perspective on wealth generation and success. Rather than attempting to achieve results solely through determination, we begin to attune ourselves to the inherent flow of abundance that permeates the universe. The energy of Capricorn imparts the necessary discipline and patience to embrace this wealth, while our dreams offer precise directions on how to manifest it within our unique situations. However, this is where Cayce's teachings become even more applicable and impactful. In multiple readings, such as 1747-5, Cayce presented detailed guidance for what he referred to as the cultivation of prosperity consciousness. This includes daily activities that enhance your capacity to recognize and act upon guidance from dreams concerning wealth. The initial activity entails morning journaling about your dreams, using targeted questions aimed at drawing out actionable insights from the symbolic messages of your dreams. Cayce emphasized that each dream symbol carries both a spiritual significance and a practical use. The main challenge is to learn how to interpret the connections between these two levels of meaning. The second activity is what Cayce referred to as abundance meditation, which should be practiced during the times when Capricorn energy is most potent according to your individual astrological chart. In this meditation, you intentionally engage with your memories of prosperity and success from past lives, using these recollections to guide your current choices. The third practice focuses on taking tangible actions inspired by your dreams. Despite any seeming lack of logic to your analytical mind, Cayce pointed out that spiritual insight frequently offers guidance that may seem irrational to a material perspective, but reveals profound wisdom when pursued with trust. Individuals who regularly practiced all three techniques noted not only enhancements in their financial situation, but also a total shift in their perceptions of money and achievement. They ceased to view wealth as something rare or hard to attain. Instead, they started to see money as a natural manifestation of their spiritual gifts and talents. This change in perspective often resulted in unexpected opportunities, beneficial connections, and inspiring ideas that seemed to arise spontaneously, but were, in fact, a product of their enhanced ability to tap into guidance from the Akashic records. You might be curious about when these wealth-activating dreams usually occur, based on Cayce's insights. In reading 1735-2, Cayce explained that specific lunar cycles paired with personal astrological movements create ideal moments for receiving prosperity guidance through dreams. These opportunities generally arise every 3 to 4 months for most individuals, although those with strong Capricorn influences may experience them even more often. The main signs that signal you're approaching one of these favorable periods consist of enhanced dream recollection, dreams that include prominent figures or successful individuals, as well as dreams centered on climbing, constructing, or uncovering concealed items. Cayce emphasized that when these thematic elements emerge in your dreams, it becomes crucial to closely heed the insights being provided. The most significant aspect Cayce highlighted regarding attracting wealth through dreams is that the guidance you receive is specifically customized to align with your unique soul journey and present life situation. For instance, if your soul's mission revolves around healing practices, you won't receive advice geared towards becoming a successful musician. The opportunities for wealth that emerge from your dreams will consistently be in harmony with your most profound spiritual goals and innate skills. This is the reason why Cayce highlighted the necessity of grasping your entire astrological profile. It's not just about your Capricorn traits. Your sun sign, moon sign, and rising sign all play a role in shaping how guidance for wealth manifestation will come to you in your dreams, as well as which opportunities will resonate most with your soul's aspirations. The cases recorded in Cayce's files indicate that individuals who recognized and engaged with their full astrological blueprint achieved far more sustainable and satisfying wealth than those who attempted to pursue success in areas that did not align with their spiritual essence. In fact, several of Cayce's most notable predictions about personal wealth generation arose during sessions where he combined astrological timing with analysis of one's soul purpose and past life skills. One particular case noted in reading 2533-6 involved a woman who had faced challenges as an artist for over 15 years. Through her explorations in past life reading, Cayce uncovered that she had once thrived as a patron of the arts during the Renaissance in Italy, possessing a unique ability to identify and nurture artistic talent in others. The influence of her Capricorn traits indicated that her current life path to wealth was tied to creating something meaningful and enduring in the realm of art. Though not necessarily by producing art herself, she was encouraged to transition from aspiring to be a solo artist to focusing on advancing the careers of other artists. Acting on this advice, she founded an artist management agency that achieved remarkable success, eventually representing some of the most renowned artists of her time. Her financial prosperity stemmed not from resisting her true essence, but from embracing the full spectrum of her soul's abilities and intentions. This highlights one of Cayce's most significant insights regarding wealth consciousness. Genuine prosperity is inherently linked to serving others by making use of your distinct spiritual talents. When your approach to generating wealth resonates with your soul's purpose for being here, the universe will supply you with the resources and opportunities essential for your success. The energy of Capricorn aids in cultivating the discipline and perseverance necessary to transform these talents into lasting material achievement. However, if you pursue wealth through approaches that clash with your spiritual essence, you will face ongoing hurdles and discontent, no matter the effort you put in or the strategies you explore. Grasping this principle through your dreams and astrological factors can spare you numerous years of hardship and misguided efforts. Allow me to present one of the most compelling wealth manifestation cases from Cayce's records that illustrates how these principles operate in harmony. In 1944, a businessman, Robert Chen, received life reading 28471 from Cayce. After experiencing significant losses during the Depression, Robert was contemplating abandoning his business pursuits altogether. The reading disclosed that he had a previous life as a flourishing trader along the Silk Road in ancient China, possessing an innate talent for bridging diverse cultures through trade. Cayce clarified that Robert's present financial difficulties stemmed not from a lack of capability, but rather from his pursuit of wealth through solely Western business techniques, which clashed with the Eastern philosophy of prosperity that resonated with him. His moon in Capricorn would provide him with the tools for enduring success, but only if he respected the insights from his past life regarding wealth built on patient, relationship-centered approaches. Heeding Cayce's advice, Robert started experiencing dreams that highlighted specific import opportunities, bridging Asian and American markets. These dreams were remarkably precise, detailing exact products, suppliers, and the optimal timing for launching these business initiatives. Instead of viewing these visions as mere illusions, Robert regarded them as valuable business insights from his higher self. Starting on a modest scale, he imported only a select few unique items that he envisioned in his dreams. Each business choice influenced by his dreams turned out to be extraordinarily fruitful. In just 5 years, Robert established one of the leading import firms on the West Coast. Even more significantly, his business strategy, which blended Eastern patience and relationship development with Western efficiency, evolved into a blueprint that left a mark on entire sectors. This example illustrates that when Capricorn energy is comprehended and utilized effectively, it not only generates personal wealth, but also plays a part in broader economic and social development. What this indicates about the ultimate aim of wealth manifestation, based on Cayce's insights, is that personal abundance is not the end objective. Rather, it serves as a foundation for enhancing humanity's spiritual growth. By harmonizing your wealth generation with the energy of Capricorn and your true purpose, you inevitably cultivate resources and influence that can aid others in realizing their spiritual potential. This underscores why Cayce prioritized character development in his wealth manifestation teachings, alongside financial achievement. Genuine prosperity entails transforming into an individual who can responsibly manage abundance and utilize it for spiritual enrichment. Dreams that unveil latent wealth do more than reveal pathways to financial gain. They illuminate the journey toward evolving into a person who can effectively steward greater resources for the betterment of humanity. However, there's a pivotal insight regarding Capricorn wealth dreams that Cayce disclosed solely in his most specialized readings. In reading number 5756 or 12, delivered towards the end of his life, Cayce asserted that the highest form of wealth accessible to human consciousness is not material in nature. It consists of the richness of spiritual wisdom and the power that arises from fully awakening our divine essence. When material wealth is comprehended and cultivated through the influences of Capricorn, it serves as a foundation for managing a far greater spiritual abundance. The patience, discipline, and sense of responsibility needed to achieve enduring material success equip the soul to receive and manifest divine blessings capable of transforming societies. This explains why, in Cayce's insights, those who possessed the greatest wealth were often individuals who regarded money as a form of energy rather than mere objects, using their financial resources mainly as means for spiritual contribution rather than for personal enjoyment. Receiving wealth guidance through your dreams signals an invitation to embrace a broader perspective on abundance and your part in humanity's spiritual evolution. The actionable steps are straightforward, yet their significance surpasses anything most individuals envision regarding the creation of wealth. Begin by focusing on your dreams, particularly during the new moon phases and when you're inspired to engage in goal setting and planning. Identify the 3 categories of wealth dreams associated with Capricorn, as noted by Cayce. The experiences of climbing or rising, discovering concealed items, and meetings with influential figures. As soon as you wake up, record these dreams in your journal, considering what actionable steps they might be hinting at. Don't be concerned if the links aren't immediately clear. The insights often illuminate themselves as you start to take small actions in the suggested directions. Most importantly, undertake this process with the awareness that your aim is not to manipulate the universe for selfish reasons. Rather than that, you are discovering how to connect with the inherent abundance that is already present and seeks to manifest through your distinct abilities and spiritual gifts. The documented examples from Edgar Cayce's archives demonstrate that if you approach the creation of wealth from this angle, guided by the disciplined energy associated with Capricorn influences, you can reach levels of prosperity and fulfillment that may appear miraculous to ordinary awareness, yet are merely the natural outcome of aligning with universal spiritual principles instead of resisting them. As we conclude this fascinating exploration of Edgar Cayce's documented readings, keep in mind that all we've discussed today is rooted in actual cases and established principles preserved within the ARE archives located in Virginia Beach. If you found these insights valuable, be sure to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you won't miss our future videos, where we'll delve deeper into Cayce's profound insights on spiritual awakening, healing, and consciousness expansion. Share this video with anyone who is ready to change their approach to money and success through authentic spiritual principles, and let us know in the comments below about any wealth-related dreams you've had. You may find the deeper insights that emerge from Cayce's interpretation methods quite surprising. Exploring Capricorn's wealth consciousness truly represents a journey of rediscovering your essence as a spiritual being endowed with limitless creative potential. Your dreams serve merely as the initial spark of what can manifest when you wholeheartedly accept this truth about your divine nature and strive to express it through focused, intentional actions in the physical realm.